Welcome back to the Hippy Dad YouTube channel. My name is Scott. Thanks for being here. I'm at 20 subscribers still, so let's try to build this channel a little bit. Like and subscribe, spread the word. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to talk about the benefits of exercise for anxiety and depression. Now, there are studies that do show for especially mild to medium depression and anxiety, there are many, many benefits, and even for severe, but especially for low and mid levels of depression. In fact, studies indicate that exercise is just about as effective as taking medication for depression and anxiety, and without all the multiple side effects. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I'll put some links in the description. Now, for me, let's do today as an example. I wasn't feeling well this morning, and I laid around and slept in later than I have in a long time. And as the day has moved on, I started to move more and helped me feel better. Now, I wasn't depressed or anxious, but exercise, movement paid dividends for even how I was feeling today. Now, in my life, I was diagnosed once with a low level depression and not really anxiety, but being ADHD, and it kind of lends itself to that. And even before I knew about the benefits of exercise for anxiety, for example, when I discovered exercise about 30 years ago, I really started to move in my mid to late 20s. There were benefits. Trying not to get too technical here, exercise releases beneficial neurochemicals in the brain like serotonin and GAG, GAGA? GAG? I'm not even sure, but it releases those feel good chemicals by the release of those endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, if you will. Exercise increases other beneficial brain chemicals like serotonin and norepinephrine. I'm getting that out there. It's like the runner's high. And I've experienced that before many, many times. When I start exercising, at some point, sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's 10. It could be riding the stationary bike in the bedroom, going for a walk. In fact, I'd even argue, like when I went for that walk today, just being out in the sunlight, it did lift my mood. Besides feeling better because I was sick earlier, or not feeling well. It really helped. I felt like a little runner's high. I felt those chemicals like in my brain, like it was, besides the sun, like it helped me in my mood. And I've experienced that many, many times, so many times. Not every time I exercise, but often. I look forward to exercise. I look forward to moving. And it has helped. When I'm anxious, I'll go for a walk. Or if I am bummed out for the day, exercise and moving. And if you notice, I keep talking about moving. It's not just exercise, but moving. All forms of movement's exercise. But going for a walk or taking out the garbage, doing something, being active. My last video talked about NEAT, N-E-A-T, and non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's about moving for your bones and for your health and everything, right? So I've had that, and I still experience that after working out. Ask anybody who works out that especially if you lift weights and you get the pump, besides the physical benefits of the pump, you're getting all those brain benefits as well. Let's move on to some of the other benefits of exercise, not just for depression and anxiety, but it's related. It increases blood flow to your body, releases or reduces muscle tension, improves sleep and energy. To feel better, to get over being anxious, get a good night's sleep. It works. Now, I probably drink too much coffee, but I try to mitigate that with exercise. I don't know if that's really a thing or not. And as we've talked about, I work at Aldi part-time, and it's very much a physical job, okay? I'm very active, and I'll admit I use Aldi as a distraction from my anxieties and worries, and I definitely get that runner's high when I'm there. I was there yesterday for 5 hours, and it certainly frees up a lot of calorie expenditure, so you can definitely eat what you want as well that day and be just fine. But yeah, definitely Aldi's been a boost for that. Exercise also helps your resilience, and that can help with your depression and anxiety. You bench a new record, or you maybe go a little bit faster on your walk, or if you don't feel like working out, work out anyway. If you can do that, you can do anything. So there's benefits there as well. But yeah, physical activity builds up that mental and emotional resilience against stress and negative emotions. And again, that's the benefits of exercise for depression and anxiety. And so this one, I'm going to finish up with, and yeah, I'm going to read this right here for your brain, going back to the brain for a little bit. And again, I'll put a couple of links in the description, but exercise changes your brain structure. Long-term exercise can increase the birth of new neurons in the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for mood regulation. And again, there you go for depression and anxiety. So I try to model that on a daily basis, moving for my health and not just the physical body. It's all interconnected. And I would encourage anyone and go to the doctor. If you're having issues, go see a professional, but also incorporate some exercise and some movement as a supplement to whatever else that you're doing. It will help. And in fact, sometimes help immensely, more so perhaps than the medications. But again, take your medications and go see a doctor if you need to. So to wrap up, I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. Let's build this channel a little bit. That's my Hippy Dad tip number 3. And yeah, the next tip number 4, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. I can do that right now, I think. Where are we at? It will be steps a day. The importance and significance of that. Where did it come from? It has an interesting backstory. So until next time, thank you for being here and God bless.